Let's give this dresser a makeover, apothecary style. There was a lot of damage around the base, but we will address that later in this video. For now, I'm just starting by removing all of the hardware. This took me some time considering how many knobs there actually were, and they were very stubborn to remove. After all of the hardware is removed, I go in using a TSP cleaner and a bucket of water just to wipe it back, and I make sure I do that with this entire piece, inside and out, to make sure that it is completely clean of dirt, grime, and everything else that you can find in an everyday dresser. Once all of my cleaning is done, I'm going to fill the hardware holes using Bondo and the cream hardener. This stuff comes in the kit as shown. You can get it at pretty much any hardware store or Amazon, etc. What I'm doing is just applying it to all of the existing hardware holes because I will no longer need them since I will be drilling all new hardware holes for the new hardware. I'm also applying Bondo to this detailed area at the bottom simply because I didn't want a very detailed look. I wanted to modernize it, and that was the easiest way to do so. Now continuing on to the base, I'm just taping off the bottom and the sides. That way that my Bondo doesn't fall out underneath or get all over the wood to where I need to sand extra since it wouldn't be necessary. And all I'm doing is just applying it using a popsicle stick, filling it in, smoothing it out, and then waiting. After 20 minutes, I remove all of the tape now that the Bondo has hardened, and then I'm taking my Surf Prep sander with a 120 grit sandpaper and just smoothing it out and shaping it in with the piece. That way when I go to prime and then paint, you can never tell that there was a repair made there in the first place, and that is the key with Bondo. Here I'm doing the same thing, just using my DeWalt since it's quicker, and I'm sanding down all of the Bondo, again with a 120 grit, that way it's nice and flush for when I go to prime. After sanding all of my Bondo, I go back to my Surf Prep, this time with a 220 grit. I'm just scuffing my entire piece. Scuff sanding is a huge part with painting furniture. This gets rid of the glossiness and everything else. It also smooths out some of the small scratches that you see. This way it is better for the primer to adhere, which then makes your paint job a lot nicer. Once I'm finished scuff sanding, I just take a microfiber cloth and just wipe all the dust back off. Once my piece is dust free, I go in with the Zinsser Bullseye Clear Shellac. I apply this to the raw wood areas as you see me pointing here. What this does is seals in all of that exposed wood. It gives your paint a more even finish without any texture, and it helps prevent any bleed throughs that can occur when you're painting. After a few hours of my clear shellac drying, I'm just going in here with the Rust-Oleum Gray Spray Primer. This stuff is easy, it's a quick go-to if you don't feel like rolling on your primer. For me, when it's more a detailed piece like this, I just prefer to break out the spray can. It does just as well as a lot of other sprayers, and it's affordable, which is always key when you're doing furniture flips. After the primer dries, I just go in with this color changing wood filler to any spots that I feel are a little too deep for my liking. Once that's dry, I sand it, prime again, and then it's ready to paint. For this piece, I chose Fusion Mineral Paint in the color Ash. This paint sprays beautifully, it has a built-in top coat, and its coverage is very, very good compared to a lot of the other paints that I have tried. I'm also using the Wagner Flexio 3500. This has been a favorite sprayer brand, mainly because it's very affordable and very easy for beginners. I did a total of 2 coats of paint and then 1 coat of sealer. I used Varathane polyurethane to finish it off and give it that extra durability. After a full day of drying, it was time for hardware. I bought these off of Amazon, the card catalog pools. I thought that the color and the style of these would be absolutely perfect for the look I was going for. Now to measure it all out and to do 16 total of these. After the most time-consuming part, here it is all finished. What do you guys think compared to the before and the after? Does this suit the Apothecary style in your opinion?